Oh man, this is...
We've been traveling as digital nomads for the past 8 months, visiting over 50 cities in 18 countries, and the experience we're about to share is still one of our most memorable.
We hit all the tourist spots in Florence, every single one you could think of, but this one felt the most authentic and the most Italian.
If you plan on visiting Florence anytime in the future, you have to add this to your itinerary.
We booked our pasta making class a few days in advance, and we were a little bit nervous because neither of us are really Gordon Ramsays when it comes to being in the kitchen, but we left feeling like we could make a full Italian meal at home.
Our class was held in a medieval tower from the 1200s in the center of Florence. There were about 30 people in our class, but it still felt very intimate because of how attentive and knowledgeable our chef Antonio was.
Antonio was the best. Antonio didn't just show us how to make the pasta and the sauces, he actually taught us. We started by making a ragu sauce, which was simmering the whole time. We were making our 3 different types of pasta, which were ravioli, tortelli, and pappardelle.
Good job.
But this doesn't mean like something's good. I know there's a lot of memes that say like, don't speak Italian to the ducks or so good. But we learned from one of our Italian friends that this actually means, what are you thinking? What are you saying? Are you stupid? So, little lesson on the Italian hand gestures there.
We also got these little aprons, which made us feel quite fancy and official. We got right into making the dough for each of these, learning how to mix the ingredients, then roll, stretch, and cut the dough for each type of pasta.
We then created our filler for the ravioli and tortelli, which was a ricotta base with some lemon zest and pepper. All the ingredients we used were of the highest quality, and you could definitely tell this from the flavor.
Once we were finished with one type of pasta, someone from each table would collect everybody's little masterpieces on one tray and take them over to be boiled while we started on the next pasta.
Throughout the class, if anyone was confused or fell behind, our chef Antonio was so great about coming over and helping, which he did with a ton of patience and humor as well.
We were smiling and laughing the whole time, which may or may not have been because of the unlimited wine.
Also, before we continue, this video is sponsored by Get Your Guide, the leading online gateway to more than 110,000 curated experiences in 150 countries. Even before partnering with Get Your Guide, we've been booking our travel experiences through them for probably 2 or 3 years now. They've got everything from the well-known attractions, a lot of time with skip the line options, to off the beaten path hidden gems in every place we've been so far. We've booked through both the website and mobile app, with both offering an effortless experience. We love having the flexibility to cancel up to 24 hours before, and a lot of times having the option to pay later closer to the day of the experience. I can't tell you how many times we've showed up to an experience and seen super long lines at the queues that we've been able to completely skip because of Get Your Guide. The experience we're sharing with you now can be booked on Get Your Guide using our unique link in the description, which, spoiler alert, we highly recommend taking this class because it was a lot of fun and we're probably gonna do it again. Booking through our link doesn't cost you anything, and it's a super easy way to help support us and our channel. Any and all support is greatly appreciated. Now we'll get back to telling you all about making the pasta. Making the ravioli. I'll stop making Italian noises, offending the Italian people.
The most memorable part of the experience for us was when Brian went up to the front of the class to help Antonio prepare the dishes for everyone to try.
Yeah, you can see me here putting everything I have into doing these little pan tosses like Antonio. Not quite as good, but the effort was definitely there. Throughout our time in the class, there were a lot of little opportunities to do these little extra assignments, I'll call them, which were optional, but I found them to be a lot of fun and probably some of the most memorable parts.
Between this and the table setups, it was really easy to meet and talk to other travelers, which we really enjoyed.
After the first 2 hours of working and smelling the delicious scents in the kitchen absolutely flew by, we had worked up quite the hunger, but thankfully it was time to finally enjoy our little creations. Everyone got a portion of each of the 3 dishes we made, which when you combine all that was the size of a full meal, no doubt. So not only do you get an unforgettable experience with this class, but you also get an unforgettable lunch.
It was really good.
Yeah.
We were also given plenty of time to enjoy our meal. It just felt nice to not be rushed out of the building and really enjoy as the Italians do. Overall, this experience was not only a fantastic way to learn how to make a few delicious Italian dishes, it was also a great way to feel the community aspect of Italian culture by the way Antonio brought everyone together in the kitchen and created a fun and welcoming atmosphere.
We loved this experience so much that whenever whenever we're in Florence again, we're probably gonna book the same exact experience, and you should too. The link for this experience is in the description, in the comments, and on the screen right now, probably. Using our link is free 99, and if you use it, we will love you like the Italians love the pasta and the ravioli and the... It's a recurring joke theme. It's all comedians do it.
Thank you so much for visiting our channel. Safe travels, and we'll see you next time.